We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. This is a quote by Winston Churchill, a prominent British statesman, military leader, writer, and orator from the early 20th century. We agree with Mr. Churchill, and so today, we are turning the spotlight on artists who give their hard-earned resources to make a better life for themselves and others. No matter what you think about entertainers giving to social causes, one thing we know is that they are not obligated to do so. So, let's give them their roses for helping other flowers bloom. Everyone plays a role in making this world a better place. Now, before we get started, we know that there are tons of artists who can make this list. Literally, there are too many to name. However, for the sake of this video, we chose 10 prominent artists who most people have heard of. These remarkable individuals are not only extraordinary creators and performers, but also superb human beings who are building robust legacies for themselves through all of their philanthropy. As always, if you get value from this video, give it a like and subscribe to our channel. We are Money for the Movement, where purpose and profit align. Here, we teach financial literacy to conscious capitalists and the like with the intent of helping you live the rich life in every sense of the word. All right, let's get into it. Here are 10 artists around the world who are making an impact with their money. Number 10, Don Jazzy. Nigerian music producer and CEO of Maven Records, Don Jazzy is arguably the top artist in Nigeria who uses his money to make a difference. Ask any Nigerian who they consider the most generous celebrity, and they would most probably mention this name. Don Jazzy is famous for doing random giveaways via his social media handles. But more than that, he has contributed to and supported a number of courses that revolve around health, education, and talent discovery. He doesn't necessarily have a foundation, but that has certainly not stopped him from contributing positively to his community. Recently, he launched a crowdfunding platform, Sapio Funds, to help people to raise money for their projects. And he launched the platform by funding a number of projects himself. Number 9, Residente. Puerto Rican rapper and singer Residente is an accomplished artist with 4 Grammy Awards and 27 Latin Grammy Awards to his name. However, more than being an accomplished artist, the rapper happens to be very involved in a number of philanthropic and humanitarian activities. He is a participant of charities like Amnesty International and the United Nations Children's Fund, or UNICEF. But a lot of his humanitarian efforts are concentrated in Puerto Rico, where he is from. As a member of the alternative boy band, Calle 13, there were many times when the proceeds of their concerts were donated to disadvantaged communities within the country. In fact, for a number of those concerts, tickets were actually paid for in bags of rice and beans, and the bags were donated to some of the poorest communities in the region. In 2015, he was recognized by the Nobel Peace Summit for his participation in a number of charities and his hard-hitting lyrics that spoke of social issues, including immigration and racism. Number 8, Faye Wong. Faye Wong, a Hong Kong singer-songwriter often referred to as the Diva of Asia, is very passionate about giving back. Together with ex-husband, Chinese actor Li Yapeng, she founded the Smile Angel Foundation to help Chinese children born with clefts to get access to corrective surgery. The foundation is named after their daughter, who was born with severe clefts and had to undergo corrective surgery. By 2008, this foundation had helped more than 2,000 children, which is huge when you consider the fact that it was established in 2006. By the middle of 2010, Smile Angel Foundation had helped about 7,000 children, and that number has more than doubled in 2021. Aside from working through her foundation, Faye Wong has held charity concerts, footed medical bills, and donated proceeds from some of her concerts to certain charities. However, one thing that is arguably more impressive is the fact that her daughter has also been involved in a number of philanthropic activities. The 14-year-old recently helped organize and run a charity bazaar for the Smile Angel Foundation, and the event raised a tidy sum of money in a short time. The fact that her daughter is now engaged in philanthropy is a testament to Wong's influence. Number 7. Pitbull. Award-winning rapper and singer Pitbull is very passionate about the Latino community. Born American to Cuban parents, his philanthropic efforts are generally geared towards closing the poverty gap between the Latino community and other communities in his hometown of Miami, Florida. The Sports Leadership and Management, or SLAM initiative, was his way of offering tuition-free education to middle and high school students in Little Havana, Miami.
What we wanted to do was not only that, just give back to the community, but at the same time let them know that I'm from the same spot and I've gone through the same struggles.
However, right now, the reach has extended to the whole of Miami, Las Vegas, and Atlanta, and this initiative currently records a 96% graduation rate. Other charitable activities that he has engaged in includes using his private plane to move cancer patients from Puerto Rico to the U.S. for treatment as a response to the destruction caused by Hurricane Maria, donating proceeds from some of his songs to certain causes, and performing free of charge to a crowd of first responders during the COVID-19 pandemic. Number 6. Jay-Z and Beyonce. The American power couple with a collective net worth of about $1.5 billion, Jay-Z and Beyonce obviously have a lot of money to make an impact with, and make an impact they certainly do. First off, they both have set up foundations like the Be Good Foundation, the Survivor Foundation, and the Sean Carter Foundation, all of them created to attend to different causes. Through these foundations, they do a lot of good in the world, targeting the youths and disadvantaged communities. Outside of their foundations, they also donate to a lot of good causes, from the Phoenix House and the Houston homeless to setting up a fund for Sean Bell's children and paying to bail out dozens of Baltimore protesters during the Black Lives Matter protests. Jay-Z and Beyonce might not be the most outspoken in the areas of charity and philanthropy, but they do a lot of commendable work with their money. Number 5. Angelique Kidjo. A lot of Angelique Kidjo's philanthropic activities are carried out through her foundation, the Batonga Foundation. The Beninese singer-songwriter founded the Batonga Foundation in 2006 with the goal of educating and empowering adolescent girls in Francophone West Africa. Through this foundation, she seeks out girls who are most excluded and then equips them with financial skills and basically every other skill and knowledge they need to live and thrive in their society in the digital age.
J'ai décidé de créer la Fondation Batonga en 2006 à la demande de quelques mères en Tanzanie qui m'ont dit « Angélique, on en doit te parler ». Une maman demande, j'exécute.
Since its inception, the foundation has provided girls with more than 5,000 years of academic education through its scholarship funds and in support. It has also provided more than 9,000 students with access to clean drinking water and proper human waste disposal, and has paired a lot of girls with mentors, as well as provided a safe space for them to grow and develop without financial worries or fear for their lives. Number 4. Shakira. Grammy Award-winning singer Shakira is famous for her philanthropic activities. Through a variety of initiatives and foundations, Shakira contributes to the welfare of children in Colombia, her home country, Latin America, and, in certain cases, the world at large. Most of her philanthropic activities are targeted towards the health and nutrition of children who are not yet in school. She also sees the education of students who are of school age, specifically through her foundation, the Pies Descalzos Foundation. Through this foundation, she has built schools in poor communities and spoken out for and against educational policies in Colombia, depending on what the policies were about. It is pretty obvious that Shakira considers good education very important. Number 3. Chance the Rapper. American rapper and singer Chance the Rapper is one of the most charitable celebrities out there. His philanthropic efforts are quite diverse, but are, of course, targeted towards disadvantaged communities. He has partnered with nonprofit groups like Empowerment Plan and has co-created his own called Social Works. Some of the initiatives that Social Works has been involved in include Open Mic Program, aimed at creating youth programs for residents of Chicago, among a number of things, and Warmest Winter, which aims at clothing the homeless. In 2017, Chance the Rapper mentioned donating $1 million to public schools in Chicago as a way of offsetting the education bills that the government had refused to foot. Number 2, Elton John. English singer-songwriter Elton John is considered one of the greats in music and in philanthropy. His biggest focus looks to be on eradicating the AIDS epidemic, and he does this through his Elton John AIDS Foundation. The foundation was born out of Elton John's many friend losses to AIDS and currently engages in fundraising, advocacy, and funding activities, all targeted towards helping people living with HIV or AIDS to live a normal life. Its reach extends all across the globe, from the UK and the US to South Africa and Armenia. There is also the Elton John Charitable Trust, funded by both Elton John and David Furnish, that makes charitable donations and contributions to other causes aside from HIV or AIDS. Then, there is the Elton John Scholarship Fund, with the goal of supporting students of the Royal Academy of Music, his alma mater. The Elton John Sports Fund is another charity initiative by Elton John, and this one is aimed at supporting British prospects from more than 50 sports with essential training and competition costs. Number 1, Barbra Streisand. And in number 1, we have Barbra Streisand. There are many people who consider Barbra Streisand the most generous entertainer in the world, and I definitely see where they're coming from or going to. Through the Streisand Foundation, Streisand has reached out to and helped a vast variety of people and has contributed to a vast variety of causes. The foundation doesn't necessarily have a thing that it is dedicated to. It is basically used as a tool through which the founder contributes to causes that she considers important and in need of support she can give. Some of the organizations that the Streisand Foundation support include League of Conservation Voters Education Fund, Vet Voice Foundation, People for the American Way, Mother Jones, Working America Education Fund, Union of Concerned Scientists, Planned Parenthood Federation of America, and Climate Reality. Eclectic, but all very important. But her foundation is not the only avenue through which Streisand puts her money to good use. In 1984, she donated a building to the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. She has raised millions of dollars through her live performances for a number of organizations and donated millions of dollars to a number of courses, including climate change and cardiovascular research and education. She even gave George Floyd's daughter, Gianna Floyd, some Disney shares in 2020. Barbra Streisand definitely deserves to be our number 1. However, if you disagree with this, or with any other entry or placement on the list, feel free to tell us why in the comment section. Respectfully, of course. If, on the other hand, you agree with the list, also tell us in the comment section. And while you're down there, consider hitting the like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so. Lastly, hit the notification bell so that you know when we post a new video. That's it for this video, Money Movers. We'll see you at the next one.